Asks. All right. You guys ready for your next comic? Ladies and gentlemen, I love this guy. He wore a collared shirt for you guys. That's a big deal when you figure out who it is. His name, Arthur.
Oh, I'm going vegan. Get that out of the way, right up top. No, I'm going vegan for health reasons. Alright? You can see what, that's worse. Don't worry, I'm still killing animals for fun. Yeah, they say if you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life. And that's why I love working at the animal shelter. Alright. I don't know if you're animal lovers or haters now. Yeah, so you guys have been keeping up with the science news? You hear about this? Turns out chimpanzees share 99% of their DNA with human beings. Fascinating, right? Which means it's only 1% immoral to have sex with them. Scientifically. And as long as that chimp is of the opposite gender, I think it's 100% okay in the eyes of the Lord. I'm not here to kink shame any of you. I recently matched with this girl online on one of these dating sites, and she was into BDSM. Who knows what BDSM is? Make out like a muffled yelp if you're into BDSM. BDSM, for you those who don't know, is like bondage, sadism, masochism. I don't really know still. So I was asking her all these questions, like what do you want me to do? How about like if I just sat on your arms and they got all tingly? And she's like, no, BDSM is kind of like the pleasure and the pain at the same time. And I was like, okay, so what if I like pull a pizza out of the oven and start feeding it to you without blowing it off? It's just burning you, but it's really good pizza. Yeah, it wasn't what she was into. And I was like, all right, what if I tie you up and start tickling you, right? And she's like, I am not ticklish ever since I was molested as a child. Are you guys not a ticklish crowd? Is that like... I'm very ticklish, you guys. And I think I have to thank my father for that, right? I was actually got all the way through Eagle Scouts. Only one in my troop made it all the way to Eagle without getting molested. How impressive is that? A lot of you scouts know. And that's just because my dad was the scoutmaster. I had an ex-girlfriend who was really into rape fantasies up until the day she was raped. And then she left me for her attacker. Don't feel, I'm the victim in that story, you guys. They're happily ever after. So, yeah, I'm dating. I'm on all the dating sites, like I said. Who's on a date? Jay was asking that. Anybody dating? On someone back there. One date. That's cool. You know, I'm on the dating sites. I'm on I think Match, Tinder, LinkedIn. Who's on that one? LinkedIn, Craigslist. I've got a few. Anybody on the other ones? Where'd you two? You guys meet anywhere? Tinder? No? Yes? You met on Tinder. That's the hot new one. And you're like dating. You're together. See, it's not just for hookups. It's a beautiful. What about you two ladies? Musher, the lesbian, Tinder, or Grindr, I guess. There's so many. There's JDate, the Jewish dating website. Anybody on that one? What about Black People Meet? Let's see. Jay, are you on Black People Meet? Farmers Only. Are you guys a Farmers Only crowd? You pointed to him. His little Daisy did like, is that your brother? Is that why you met on Farmers Only? Or like, I feel like any farmer on Farmers Only who owns a computer is probably slaying it with those farmer bitches. Like, what more do you need? It's so impressive. I don't know, you guys want to know a fun fact? 200 years ago, FarmersOnly.com used to run black people meat. Here's another history joke. 3,000 years ago, FarmersOnly.com used to run J-Date. The pyramids. So you guys, you're on board for a lot of freaky stuff. Is this like a All Lives Matter crowd? Make some noise if you're an All Lives Matter. Right, this is a safe space. You can. Where's my Black Lives Matter people at? Wow, a lot stereotypically louder. Cool, I like it. Good for you. I'm a Black Lives supporter. Did any of you go to the immigrant? Was it a protest, the march, whatever? Who went to that? I'm getting a few nods. Make some noise. I can't see you. If you want, like, I didn't go. I had better shit to do. But I did go down to Home Depot and hire some Mexican day laborers to go in my place. Because I support immigrants. All right, that was... Get back to the rape jokes, Mac. Yeah, all right. I feel like we're all a little racist, though, right? Can we admit that?
Yes.
Can the brown guy on stage admit that we're all a little racist? My grandma, my dear sweet grandma, my white sweet grandma, she once told me, she goes, Mac, even though you're not white, I still love you. That's beautiful, that's sweet. And I think if we admit that we're racist, we can all admit racism is also burning out, right? Just like my grandma in that house fire. Yeah. Whose skin is darker now, Grandma? So, yeah, I'm dating. What? I don't know. I guess I'm still single because I don't know what ladies want in a man. What do you want? I'm asking you right now. Like, yell out. I need help. I'm on stage asking all these women. They're so quiet. They won't tell us. What is that? Caring? You want to? Well, a good money. Who said a good listener? What was your name? You're not a lady, I can see. Just whatever. Oh, you guys, how about a rash? He was pretty cool. He was a pretty cool guy. He was talking about crime in Salt Lake, right? And I love how little crime there is here. I was wearing my favorite red shirt walking in with the small ones, and I was surrounded by a bunch of people who kind of look like a Resh, all wearing blue. And they said, hey man, you a blood? And I was just, no? And they're like, our bad. And they let me go. Like, was that the Buttercrimp gang or something? Like, what's the deal? You guys keeping up with these ISIS videos? They're pretty cool, right? The production value is getting insane, right? But they're getting, like, I feel like they're running out of ideas. Because at first they were just shooting people, and most recently I think I saw one where they dropped an anvil on some guy, just on his head. And then they had one where they strapped some dynamite to a boomerang and threw it at a guy. And the most recent one this week, they put a guy in roller skates, put a rocket on his back, lit the rocket, and then he was launching down this road towards this tunnel, but the tunnel was painted on this wall. And he just slammed right into it. I think the next one they're gonna have like an extendo glove, just go out and punch some guy's head off, with a giant fly swatter. The Looney Tunes, you guys, they just figured that out. The Acme brand ISIS tool, I don't know, whatever. All right, let me. You guys seem like a really cool crowd that's down to hear some shit. How about this? You guys, everyone likes to make fun of someone wearing a fanny pack, right? Up until they pull a gun out of one. Do you have your really progressive liberal friends that are always like, they're against school shootings, right? And then they're also against overpopulation. Like, come on, pick a side. All right, one final one. Do you guys think more people would be into child pornography if it wasn't for how bad child actors are? Thank you, I'm Mac Arthur.
Ladies and gentlemen,